Hi there. How's it going? Oh, what a treat for you today. We will do an unboxing. But first, I must tell you what I got in the mail. Very fun stuff. Just to set the mood. Oh yeah. You know, it's good to have a nice background. I've always said that. I like a good background. You wouldn't want a garbage background. You want some nice things to look at. Very nice. Get to set the right kind of mood, right? So I'm not going to tell you what my favorite role-playing game is. Anyway, oh boy, the Christmas, Thanksgiving, holiday fairy came by my house yesterday and dropped off 3 freaking boxes. 3. Yes, went a little nuts. A little overboard. You know, I got these cars because why wouldn't you? The narrative. We want it to fit the narrative, right? I mean, if you're going to tell a story, it should have a good continuity. I've always said that. So, that's the first box of 3. Nice, isn't it? All the freaking cards. 150 bucks. Okay. I already have the other sets. The sets that aren't there, I already have. This finishes it off. We've got any more till the next set comes out. I did see some alternate company sets, and I might be exploring those. I'm going to do a little research first. Because, let's face it, 5th edition doesn't have quite the amount of material other editions does yet. So it's good to find other sources. Kickstarter's full of them, I've noticed. Alright, the second box we got was this. Now, probably like that's would anybody buy it? It's stupid. It got mixed reviews. It's a board game by WizKids. Based on the Hobbit movie series, which wasn't very good. But this was deeply discounted. And for $12 and some change, free shipping, I got all this. There are HeroClix minis. And that Goblin King is pretty sweet. And Azog, I could live without the Schmeagol. But the Hobbit's cool. Gandalf, you know, Gandalf's not that versatile. Gandalf looks like Gandalf. So I don't know how useful that is. However, 12 bucks. And the game actually is not, from what I'm reading, terrible. It's not horrible. It's just, you'll either love it or hate it. Well, considering that my group only plays D&D, and every time I try to bring a game over, the only game they want to play is Betrayal at House on the Haunted Hill, or whatever. I don't hate the game. I like the premise of the game. I like what the game could have been, but in practice, it's glitchy. I hate that. And I'll be honest with you guys, I really enjoyed it. Brings me to what we're looking at. Today is an unboxing Yay! Surprise, surprise! We're doing an unboxing. And I'm actually opening it. Now, I was kind of sad though. Miniature Market has right now, started yesterday, 90% off sale. And they were selling these, but I had ordered it before that. Now, there it is, Dungeon of the Mad Mage, Waterdeep variety board game. Now, you may recognize this game as I've already shown it in another video. Okay, what makes this one different than that one? Well, it's the Premium Edition. Okay, Premium Edition. So I bought pre-sale, by the way. Still haven't opened it. I bought the regular edition. You know, sweet little deal. I think it was like 45 bucks. You know, pre-sale. I bought it as soon as they announced it and it was available, I bought it. Now, what is wrong with me? Why do I have this unopened? But this one I'm about to open up and show to everybody. Well, if you look here, this was a damaged box. It came open in the factory, or in the warehouse rather. And so it was, that corner's a little bent. Okay, I did this with Gloomhaven, guys. But anyway, it's the Premium Edition, which means the miniatures are painted. And these are not painted, which means I can paint up the zombie beholders as live, active beholders. Shh. Don't tell anybody. And we're still going to be good to go because I got the pre-painted zombie beholders right here. So let's look inside the box. What's inside the box? Okay. So, you're going to have your rule book. You're going to have this has all your minis. So, here, a quick look at what we're looking at here. Woohoo! Oh boy. Pretty exciting. There's our zombie beholders that I was talking about. I'm going to paint those up like they're alive. And keep these for actually playing the game. Anyway, I really like these games. I have all of them. Literally. As a matter of fact, my whip of the week is from one of these games. Yeah. Here's my whip of the week. Ur-2 from The Legend of Drizzt. Anyway, whip of the week. That'd be a fun video series, wouldn't it? Alright. Anyway, comes with the cards. Look at this. The cards are still in the plastic, folks. Everything's still in the plastic. You know, this thing's basically mint. The only thing is that ding corner. And for some reason, they taped the damn box. You see that? So I had to cut the tape. I mean, imagine if someone was dumb enough to try to rip that tape off. They'd have tore their whole box up. But anyway, I'm not that dumb, so it's all good. Here's all your tiles and tokens and such. These are really cool, by the way, guys. If you ever are playing Dungeons and Dragons and you are like, man, I need a random dungeon, right? Any one of these board games except the jungle one has got you covered. The jungle one, you know, more of a jungle, right? It's got some dungeon elements, but it's mostly the jungle. So, you know, gotta be a little more careful, but it's really cool. Also, don't forget Dungeon Cleaner, which is where these tiles, my little display came. The Heart of Cormare is I'm sure I'm pronouncing that wrong, a lovely set. And I also got in this box, which is like a donut, but the box isn't great. Okay, let's just face it. It's not a good box. But the contents are what matters. Anyway, we've got the wall set. right? And yeah, and these guys. And what's cool is this is all compatible with the D&D board game. But anyway, we're getting off topic here. All right. And by the way, these Dungeon Command games are also a kind of like a, I don't know, I've never played it. It's a card game, like kind of like Magic the Gathering, from what I gather, only with miniatures. So whatever, for what that's worth. Okay, the minis. So I'm not gonna get every single mini out because, come on, we ain't got time for that. But I might take some big ones out, the goodies. So this one looks really cool. It caught my eye. It's a Scaladar, whatever that is. Which is a really neat critter. And who doesn't love a good Scaladar? I've always wanted one. Didn't know it till now, but I've always wanted a Scaladar. All these come in, yeah, various bags. There's some cool looking hags here. Shadows. Oh, you know, these shadows. Notice, and this is something that's important here, the difference between the premium set and the non-premium set. They're translucent. Okay, here, let me put them up to the light here so you can really see what I'm talking about. That shadow is see-through. As a matter of fact, I'm tempted to take that to my D&D game this week because they're in a forest that's haunted with shadows. And I'm always having to use, you know, non-translucent minis. Because I don't have any translucent shadows. So it's actually quite fortuitous that I got this. So that's really cool. This, Bueller Hag. I don't speak whatever. Yeah. I'm not sure why the town mercenary is a miniature in this, but he's cool. This is not a bad. Here, I'll show you again so you see. This is not a bad little mini. You know, that's not a terrible paint job. WizKids is really up in their game, I gotta say, because like the early stuff was not good. It wasn't good. I mean, the Mage Knight minis. I have had to repaint so many Mage Knight minis. I don't even want to get started on how. Yeah, just rubbish. But you know, I digress. they've upped their game. Now here's the non-special elite veterans. These are just your run-of-the-mill ones, and even then, the sculpt is passable. The sculpt's the same. Well, it's not the same. There's that guy had 2 swords. The paint job is pretty passable. I mean, I don't know. I would have never painted a mini like that, but then again, who am I? This Stug is really cool. Look at that. That's not terrible. There's 3 of them too, so I mean, I don't know why they look like they're 60 years old. I don't get that part. You know, I doubt a man that age is going to be very thuggish. As a matter of course, here's one with a crossbow. So he's the leader. Okay. So he's smart enough. You know, he knows he's old. He stays the hell out of the front. So yeah, kudos to him. So I got 2 thugs and 1 thug leader. Usually it's 3 with this. Oh, there it is. Yeah, there's 3 of them. Okay, that makes more sense. Alright. Hey, we are actually going to go through all the minis, aren't we? Okay, now this one is perplexing. A gray ooze, but it's not translucent. But that's not what's perplexing. What's perplexing is there's only 1 gray ooze. Are gray oozes that cool that they're solo? They run around solo. Okay. I remember there's shenanigans in this set. So I think in the adventure they shrink you down. So that's why this gigantic freaking sprite, or whatever it is, pixie, I'm not sure which, looks like a sprite to me. I mean, this sprite is way too big, but there's a reason for that. Also in the set, now I'm just making this up because I don't know, but I do know that there's a fairy dragon that's really freaking big. It's like this guy's size, okay? So to give you an idea of how big this sprite is. There you go, there they are side by side. That's a really big sprite, right? Doesn't make any sense, especially when you consider that a normal sized human is about half as big as that sprite. But the explanation now I promised you is they shrink you. Yeah, in the story of the dungeon, you get shrunk. So now fairy dragons are gigantic. So there's a big, gigantic fairy dragon mini. So basically, this thing's totally useless to, like, for D&D, unless you're doing like a sylph, maybe. But even then, it's too tall. I mean, I don't know. What could you use this for? I mean, you could make it like the fairy queen, you know, for some other. I'm trying to think of a use for it. I get annoyed when a mini can't be used for something. Not too bad. I mean, it's not the end of the world. I'm not like, no. All right. So anyway, enough of that. Here is a 2-part mini. This is like one of the reasons I bought this set. Check it out. Now the paint job is garbage, honestly. Especially the face. Look at that. Hold on. Let's see if we can get up closer. This is not good. For, you know, for being supposedly a premium mini. Not their best work. But easy fix. Easily fixed. Halaster Blackcloak. And he is the Mad Mage. So he comes with some swords that are translucent. Which is really cool. All I gotta say, listen, guys, it's only as cool as you know you want it to be. I have seen people paint translucent miniatures and make them not translucent anymore, and they actually look way better that way. So if you can do a hell of a paint job, you can actually make it look cooler than translucent. All right, guys, there he is in all his glory. This is your premium Mondo, but I mean that beard is weird, yo. Miniature. Okay. You get the idea, guys. This is, yeah, pretty cool. I haven't even broke out the beholders yet. I will say, I was looking through the commons, and they are small. They're tiny, but they're tiny, and then some things are, you know, way too big, but for the most part, though, you get a lot of minis in this set. It's a pretty cool set. There's no really big, you know, you're not going to have Urtu in these. They're not. It's just not going to happen. Okay. There's no Urtu. There's no big boys. There's no Chardalon. There's no Draco Lich. Okay, you're not going to get it. It's not going to happen for you. Although this is pretty cool. Zalthar Shadow Dusk, whoever that is, he's here. Okay, and then there's another knight, Desmir Shadow Dust. So maybe they're the Wonder Twins. We got the freaking Wonder Twins, guys. Check out the Wonder Twins. Do their powers activate? Do we even know? Woohoo! Play the game and you'll find out. All right, yeah. Well, we're just gonna go through it all. Let's do it. Let's do it. I'm in. I still don't get the gray ooze. I don't get it. It's just one gray ooze hanging out by itself. Oh well. If you want to make a gray ooze, grab a glue gun. Right? You can have all the gray oozes you want, and you can have some ochre jellies. Oh man, Boy, they must really, check this out. It came packaged in all this. They must really think something of these. And it also leads me to believe that storing them will require me to put them back in this. Here we go. The zombie beholder. Now, you can imagine how easy it would be to turn this into a non-zombie beholder. Which is what I'm going to do with the green ones in the other set. Which is the other thing about these unpainted sets. Puke Green Minis! Puke Green, guys. Puke Green. Which is fine, I mean, if you're going to paint them. But if you don't paint them, Puke Green. Puke Green. So, oh! I wanted to get on how much it cost. It cost me $89 shipped for this thing. Now, a brand new one without the breakage, had I waited a day, I could have got it for $90. So $1. I saved $1. But, and there's two of those, by the way. Two of those in case anybody was wondering. And then, their Bad Dad Buddy. Oh yeah. The Death Tyrant. I mean, that's pretty sweet, right? Could you imagine this in puke green without the translucence? That's what you get in the standard box. Although, again, when you paint it, listen, folks, if you can paint, it's going to look fine. Don't worry about it. But it's nice to have the translucent. I get what they're doing there. They're trying to get you to pay for the premium. Alright, here's the heroes. We're going to show you the heroes. We got to take, listen, guys, we got to take the time on this. Okay, so this video might go a little over. This is a Elf Cleric of the Grave, although I bet you if I broke open those tabs, it would have a completely different name for this elven character. Or elvish. I don't know. Urtu does not like it. Does not approve. Urtu's not a big elf fan. Always heard that about him. Okay. This is the Human Storm Sorcerer, and I guarantee you when we check out the Human Storm Sorcerer, he will have his own story and his own name in those character cards. So, I'm a little confused. And I bet you if I look at my puke green one, it's going to have the name of the character. I like this because this is the Gnome Inquisitive. I like this because I don't have to necessarily paint one, because a miniature this small is not going to be fun to paint. Okay, I'll be honest with you, it doesn't bother me to paint the small ones that much, but a lot of people it does. Okay, Tiefling Battle Master. Almost looks like the Legionnaire Devil. If you remember, do you remember this? The Legionnaire Devil from Wrath of Ashardalon. Yeah, this is that Tiefling, but it's a Tiefling because, you know, ever since 4th edition they screwed Tieflings up. Don't get me started. I am old school. Plain touch does not mean infernal contract. This is a human paladin with red skin. Okay, human paladin with the Oath of Vengeance, but its skin's red, and I'm like, no. So that's going to have to be repainted, or somebody explain to me in the comments why a human skin is red. And I mean, maybe a sunburn. I do have a paint called Sunburnt Flesh. Got it real cheap off GameCastle.com, and with a K. Really? Yeah, like, see, I got it for like 75 cents, maybe 50 cents. That one was real cheap because it was that HD thing, right? And I guess nobody liked it. I've never had a problem with it. I mean, I guess it's a little goopy, but it works fine. I get good coverage. Look at that, guys. Some sort of you know, Warforged looking thing. Pretty cool, you know, fire spewing golem of some sort. I like it. And it's on the larger side of medium. So, now this thing, first of all, it's got a droopy sword. I just undrooped it, but it'll go back until I heal it. But this is a mirror reel. Just one of them. It's like the Grey Ooze. Why is there just one of these things? One is no fun. Anyway, where's that bag full of little stuff? This was what blew my mind. Yeah, here it is. Okay, so you saw those minis, all the minis. So far, the minis have been pretty cool, right? And we're like, woohoo, minis, yay! Well, I'm afraid to be impressed no longer. WizKids is at it again, folks. Yeah, despite what you thought, they did not let us down. They've done the thing that they've been known to do in these last 3 or 4 of these games. Okay? And that is to give us tiny, minuscule little minis that are totally out of scale with anything that's ever come before. So here we go. You ready? Here they are. I mean, there's a whole bag full of these things. So let's do this. Let's really showcase how small this stuff is. I want you to see what's so. Boy, those intellect devourers are just woo. Pretty. I thought, you know, I always thought they were about the size of a dog. You know, a small dog, not a big dog. But I stand corrected. Apparently they are the size of your brain. Literally your brain. Which is, you know. And I feel like back in the day there was the Id Fiend, which was that like a lizard? And then the Intellect Devourer, and I think that there's something else. But it's escaped me. It was all in the Fiend Folio, the original Fiend Folio. But I haven't seen it in so many years, I don't recall. Now here's the thing. Remember I was talking that there's usually 3 of everything? Here we go. Let me really show you what we got going here. So there's 3 of everything in these sets. Usually that's what you go with, unless it's a boss. It's 3 of everything. Let me get in here and really show you what we're doing here. Yeah. So, okay. So we saw Ertu. Now he's not finished by any means. I've literally just started painting. Here are our pre-painted little tiny critters. So you get the sense of scale here, right? I mean, even next to it. Okay, anyway, before I was so rudely interrupted. Yeah, usually there's 3, but there's 6 Intellect Devourers. And there's Grung Elite 1. And then 3 regular Grungs. And if I remember right, these were heavily used in the jungles of Cholt. So the Tomb of Annihilation set probably would have had some of these, or I don't know. What do I know? Okay, these swords, I mean, They're animated swords or flying swords. They're whatever. They're not. They look like swords. They're kind of translucent. I mean, it would have been cool if they were like this tall, you know, the translucents. And then, you know, maybe they're not cutting out your Achilles tendon, which is horrifying, don't get me wrong, but not as horrifying as, you know, if it could actually fly up to, you know, I mean, it's at the waist of the grung here. They're cool. I mean, there's just a lot of tiny stuff in this set. That's all. Very tiny. Anyway, we won't go any longer. Have an amazing day. I hope you find all the miniatures of your dreams, and do it while you're awake if you can. If you can't, well, don't blame it on me. And Miniature Market has the Dungeon of the Mad Mage. I got mine off Amazon, obviously. Also, if you do find a game on Amazon that's gently damaged, it's not that bad. I haven't had one come that bad yet. So if you want to save some money, that's a good way to go. Anyway, take care.